Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in The Buzz, brought to you by The Comedy Connection. Now, the final leg of the Eras Tour starts this week, and as a way to commemorate the national tour, well, the pop star is releasing an Eras Tour book and vinyl.
Of course she is. Taylor Swift posted a sneak peek on her Instagram last night, calling it the official Eras Tour book that she says is filled with personal reflections, never before seen photos, and other memories.
Very cool. Now, she also announced that the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, will now be available on vinyl and also on CD.
This had us thinking about what artists, celebrities, or brands we must have the entire collection of.
I think we kind of said as a whole, none of us are that crazy about it, right? Or obsessed?
Not us here, like in front of the camera. Behind the camera, you've got
okay, yeah, so I just went us three.
Meg
yes,
is
Taylor
obsessed.
Swift.
Meg's obsessed with Taylor Swift. Isabella, who's our new obsessed with Taylor Swift.
Yep.
I think she's got the full collection too.
Yeah, I like people.
Right, too, yeah.
But I've never been obsessed with anybody enough to have to buy all the things.
Right. So I don't think I've been obsessed with having to buy all of the things, but like when if say a movie comes out that I've liked,
yeah,
I will go to see it, like all of the movies, even though some of them were probably not that good.
And do you have to buy all the merch?
No.
Yeah, like
no,
so
I have some merch.
Yeah.
But I've had it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, when I just sit here right now and think about it, like I genuinely don't have any collectibles. Even when I'm thinking, listen, I love to shop.
Right.
I love to shop.
Yes.
I can shop anybody under the table. But there's really not even like a brand. Like if a brand releases something, like Stanley had their Love Shack Fancy collaboration, I bought it.
Right.
But I could have lived another day without it.
Without the mug.
I wouldn't have been like, oh my God, I miss it. What am I going to do? Yeah, so there's really nothing, that I genuinely become that obsessed with.
Yeah, I know. There are things, though, that I will get like fixated on that I want when something comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, buying everything from it. I mean, there are things that I have, like collectibles at home that I have.
Right.
That I'd be heartbroken if something happened to.
Okay.
I really would be.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff that, I've had for a long time.
But not for like one genre.
Not
right?
for one genre,
yeah.
no. Like I've got a ton of like music stuff at home that I've had for a long time. That I really would be heartbroken if something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened. I've got a box set. It was very limited. There was only a few made of the Beatles' entire, all on vinyl. Every album's lined up.
Yeah.
There was only a few made. They're numbered. They came out in I think like the early '80s. It's in a big black box. That I've had for a long time.
That you've had for a long time.
I've had for a long time.
But you don't need like all the Beatles things.
No, because I've got the whole I've got the whole like box thing. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. You're happy with that.
The songs aren't going to change.
No.
Nobody around it.
No, like I'm thinking like my dad likes like my papa worked at Narragansett Brewery.
Right.
So throughout our entire life, if we see like a Narragansett Brewery like collectible,
got it,
we will get that for him.
Got it.
That kind of like, but I don't know if my kids, if there's anything like that they would connect to me. Like, oh, this has to be for mom because she likes XYZ.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
This morning, there was nobody who even like you when you were growing up who you were obsessed with.
No, but we also were saying too, like now this day and age with this young generation, like they have social media. So growing up, I didn't really know if I didn't have like Taylor Swift's album.
Right.
I mean, it may have been on the news or in a magazine.
Right.
But I wasn't bombarded with it on my phone day in and day out. I wasn't watching Taylor Swift on social media pop up and tell me about it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, my daughter will see this and she will want it immediately.
Right.
Because of it.
So my kids were obsessed with One Direction.
Oh yeah, they're in that age.
They're in that age. Jonas Brothers. They love Jonas Brothers. One Direction. I mean, I think that was their thing.
Yeah, even the boy bands just was never into.
Was never into.
No.
I really am surprised that you weren't like hooked on.
No, I wasn't. No, and I even knew Kids on the Block. I mean, I knew that they were from the Boston area, but yeah, it wasn't like I told you guys I had a poster of Kirk Cameron on my wall and a Michael J. Fox. And that was really it.
Kirk Cameron thing didn't turn out so well.
No, I mean, I even wrote a letter to Kirk Cameron. I don't think my mom ever mailed it, but that was about it. That was the level of obsession.
Right, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. My kid's the same way.
Right. Brendan? I see.
He likes Metallica.
Brendan likes Metallica, but he's not well,
you do travel around.
First of all, I was going to say he's not obsessed, but he is kind of
obsessed.
First of all, I found the letter that you wrote to Kirk Cameron.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I bet it's worth a lot of money.
Also, I was briefly in Menudo, as you all know.
Right, yes. The first version of Menudo or second version of Menudo?
And then I outgrew it, obviously.
Right.
But now, if you're just joining us, it's National Dictionary Day, and I looked up the word cash cow. It's classified as slang, and there's a picture of Taylor Swift.
I believe it.
Because that's just what she is at this point.
She's very smart. Very smart.
Let's put out some more items to sell, in case she needs a rainy day fund, But at the same time, people out there love collecting stuff.
Right.
You invoked Metallica, my favorite band. There was a time when I was a much younger man when I had to buy everything, every shirt, everything that they put out. Now, you both know I'm really purging around the Kirby Castle. I'm throwing stuff out. I'm getting rid of things because I don't need any more stuff.
Right.
That doesn't mean I'm going to get rid of my prized guitars, but I look around and I think, I don't need this stuff. Like, I think there comes a point where you realize you don't need it all.
Right.
And all of these artists have very passionate, fervent fan bases. They'll put out these exclusive vinyls, and some people have to grab all of them. It's the same record.
And not even open them, just have them. Just have them.
And don't get me wrong, like vinyl frame looks pretty cool up on the wall. I have a music theme in my living room, if you will. A couple of classic Springsteen vinyls framed, but I don't need them all.
Got it.
Right?
Right.
Exactly.
You know when to stop.
I have heard you say when you are on the world tour, I don't need another t-shirt.
I don't.
Yes,
and I actually,
it's true.
I went to 8 Metallica shows in August alone. I can't imagine why I got.
I think the level of obsession, he can stop right there.
But now I feel like
a t-shirt.
going to the show is the thing now. I don't need the stuff.
Well, you got the wristband.
You did get a wristband.
I'd rather just be present and enjoy the live music. But I went to 8 shows this August. Again, I have no idea how I got bronchitis. But anyway, I go to the shows and I only bought 1 t-shirt.
Wow.
So I think that's pretty good.
Wow.
And I had to really like it.
Maturing.
All right. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. Let's check in with our viewers. Here's what I collect viewer comments. Here's what they had to say about this scintillating topic, as always. Linda's up first. I like this. I have a Marilyn Monroe collection. See, I bet she's got some cool stuff and some Golden Girls,
Oh, that
too.
is adorable.
There you go.
Audrey,
That's adorable.
thank
I
you.
love that.
Thank you for being a commenter. Dennis shares an interesting comment, too. I was a big patch collector over the years. Public safety, etc. Yeah, you see a lot of those police
I see what you mean. Yeah.
badges as well. Lucy adds, in part, I couldn't agree more. I'm in the purging era of life. No longer collecting stuff. It's enough. And we put out a scintillating poll. Let us morph through the various social media portals over to Instagram. Do you collect any celebrity or pop culture memorabilia? Look at this. We're tied.
Wow.
We're deadlocked. 50% yes, 50% no. And the breakdown on that is as follows. 1 person said yes and 1 person said no. Oh, Megan chimed in as well. Urgent breaking news from the control room. So please chime in. Follow us
75-25.
at The Road Show on Facebook, X, and Instagram. We would love to hear from you. Really, we would. So leave your comment, and you never know, we may read it in between all the laughs right here on the show. And still to come this morning on the Big Wednesday Road Show, we will